My name is Noah Underwood, aka Teddy for all y'all who know me, and this is my co-host Elizabeth Osei Kwame.
Thank you, Noah. Hi, everybody. My name is Elizabeth Osei Kwame, and today I get the pleasure of interviewing our special guest. Now, please allow me to introduce to you my co-host Jaquan Merchant.
What's good, everybody? Like she just told you, I'm Jaquan Merchant. Before I introduce our special guest, let's look at some background footage.
I'm Rufus Morris, executive producer, creator, and writer of Nineveh.
Take me there, Grandma. Just teach me how to believe. Close your eyes, Michael. Believe, Michael. I know you can do it. You are a believer.
There's something strange going on with some of the people around here. The city of Amethyst is real.
And you were destined to believe.
For me, the Nineveh Project is more than just entertainment. It's really edutainment. It's really a multimedia ministry for me. It's not just the films. There's video games that we're working on. There's the audio books. There's the books, the hard and soft cover books. There's all of the merchandising. There's the pajama line that we're developing, which will be an international pajama line. Board games. I mean, it's just phenomenal. I know it was Holy Spirit inspired. I've been working on this for 6 years now. It's been a labor of love. It continues to be a labor of love for me. And it's just, this series is just something that I know God has put in me, and I'm birthing it right now. It's like the head is out right now. The whole body of it isn't out, but the head of it is peeking out.
It's an honor to introduce this man. He's a former DJ at 102.1 FM here in Syracuse, New York. He owned a couple music stores, but he gave that all up to start the School of Hearts for inner city kids such as ourselves. Everybody, please, let's welcome Mr. Rufus Morris Jr.
Based on your childhood and coming from a single-parent home, what were some of your inspirations for creating the School of the Hearts?
Oh, man. Honestly, just keeping it real and transparent. I used to own nightclubs, small chain of music stores and things. And when I look at where the music industry had gone, even as a DJ, you're playing what's hot. And a lot of times what's hot, the message is negative. And so, I was constantly in a tug of war inside because coming from a spiritual background that I had, I knew that I was prospering, but at the cost of other people. Now, to the world standard, everything I was doing was legitimate. My nightclubs and the music that I sold in my music store had the same explicit lyric, parental message on it, and so people can make their own choices. But one day I was really convicted in my heart because I felt like God was telling me to look at the fruit of what I was doing. Don't look at the world standard of it being okay to sell that kind of music and have the nightclubs with the grinding happening and all the stuff that go on along in that environment, but start to look at the fruit it was bearing. And when I took from that perspective, and I was like, man, a lot of the music that I'm selling with shootouts and all that stuff in it, I'm seeing youth mimic that. And to me, it was just like so precious because there's like innocent bystanders because they don't know. It's just like a kid playing with a loaded gun and shoot somebody or hurt himself. He may not have known, you know what I mean? And so, youth, when they sing the hooks to these songs, I put 2 in your dome and this and that, and they keep saying that over and over, and then when they're in conflict And they resolve it because they've constantly told their subconscious what they're gonna do given that situation, because they're hearing somebody else sing about it or rap about it. And they're getting this real life issues, they're really getting locked up or kids really dying. And so, it was just an ongoing tug of war inside for me. And I made the choice to let those things go and use my influence. I always had an influence on drawing youth and things, but I was drawing them into clubs and that type of atmosphere. And so I made the choice to start the school and to draw youth into positive, environment.
Now, I just want to know, based on your influential personality, what are some of your future goals and plans?
One is, of course, to finish the Nineveh film. It's a series, so that's this is the first installment. And, just as you guys heard on the interview, it's been over 6 years. Actually, it's been closer now to 7 years. And I'm still working diligently on that project. Still doing my music now. I put some CDs out last year. I have another one that'll be out this January, February. Just do it, because I love to do it. Whether it goes platinum or whatever, I just do it because I love doing it. My aspirations for the school, you see us here in the mall, but my vision for the school and for our entertainment company, which is called Kingdom Entertainment, is to build. I want to find some land, some acres, and I want to build studios. I want to have a campus for the school. So the vision is much bigger than where it is now, but when you look at, this is a life's work for me. It's something that I want to do for the rest of my life. So, I just keep progressing as God gives the grace and the increase, and enjoy family along the way. My mom was just sharing this with us the other day as we were celebrating her birthday, that, we come from a family that works hard. She used to work around the clock, and sometimes you got to be careful of that. I'm growing now to know that there is a balance. So, because when you have a vision that is waking you up in the morning, and you got a vision that, you just continue to strive for until you see it at its full maturity, it's work. And so, and plus when it's something that you love to do, it becomes not work anymore. So, you have to make a conscious decision to balance. I have a wife, I have 3 daughters, other responsibilities and things. And so I make sure today that I balance. And plus, now in my heart, I enjoy my family time just as much as any other time. So we make sure that we make time for that, because it's no different from a garden. If you don't tend to it, those weeds will come and choke that harvest, that fruit. So if you don't tend to your family and your wife and kids and things of that nature, then, when you start seeing things start to rotten in those relationships, then it was just because you wasn't taking care of business and tending to what you're really supposed to.
I'm Rufus Morris, executive producer, creator, and writer of Nineveh.
Yo, Stack!
Ever take it off.
Where did you get this necklace?
You are unbelievable.